The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Ron Douglas. If you can hear me, type yes into the questions box. We're going to make this an interactive presentation. We're live with you guys. Hey, Lawrence, John, Mandy, Jeffrey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky, I recognize that name. Nick, Crispin, Jim, Helen, Dean, all my people are on. Awesome, awesome. This is a great turnout today. We're like pushing the limits for how many people we can get on this thing. Donald, Ed, Sean. So you want to stay on in order to not, get bumped off and lose your spot. So you definitely want to stay on and pay attention to what we're going to talk about today, because this, as I mentioned in some of the emails, I mean, it's a big claim, right? Seven figures promoting someone else's product in 5 months. But I've seen proof of this, and I'm not saying that you guys are going to do that, but if you could just do a fraction of that, right? If you could pick up one tip today that will dramatically transform what you do with getting traffic and with affiliate marketing, you can really walk away saying this was worth your time. So I want you guys to pay attention, because the guy we have on today is the real deal. He's doing it. Let's see what else we got here. So let me just do a brief introduction of who you're about to chat with today. My friend John Crestani is online with me. He's going to showcase how he generated $1.5 million in only 5 months. Now, today's webinar is going to be different, something you've never seen before. The best part, John did all this without a product. He told me about how he did it. I was really blown away, and I had to bring him on to reveal these secrets to you guys today. He's going to show you exactly how he did it. He's going to show you how he deploys and profits in any niche. This works every niche you could think of. This system works because it's based on psychology. It's based on proven consumer behavior, and the stuff that you really need to learn. He's going to show you his secret traffic sources as well that you can use with this, and much more. I'm excited for John to get started here. I'm going to be in the background taking notes, but without further ado, let's jump right in, and I'm looking forward to this presentation. John, the floor is yours, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So super excited to be on. Ron, dude, you're the man, and it's an honor that you invited me to speak to your audience about traffic generating strategies, as well as how I've been able to build pretty big business with no product. So first off, want to make sure everybody hears me all right and sees my screen. There should be a picture of me and my wife up there, and just let me know where you're from. So let me know where in the world you guys are coming from. If it's your city or your state or your country, whatever. Let me know where you're from. Make sure I can hear you guys, or you guys hear me all right. Awesome. We got Greg from Long Beach. We got Ed from Illinois. My family's from Illinois. Irish Italian from Illinois. Indianapolis, Oklahoma, John Smith. Nick Harper, Texas. Baltimore, Sean. Awesome. We got international here. Helen from UK. Trinidad. Crispin Thomas. Beautiful. Living the dream out there. Sue from Vermont. What's up, Susan DeGrasse? So what I'm going to be going over is, I created a business a little different. When I was starting my business, I created it around what I wanted my lifestyle to be. And my lifestyle is I love hanging with my family, and I love traveling the world. And that's me and my family over there. We're in Kauai. That's my wife. That's my lovely daughter. I wanted to create a business that enabled me to not have any employees, to be able to do work whenever I wanted to, and not have to worry about having a product or inventory or, having to do house inspections, all this other stuff. And also, I wanted to make a lot of money, and that's what we're going to go over today, is how to build a big business and also start earning your first commissions today. So, I've been featured not as many places as Ron, but I've been featured in Forbes, and Forbes did say John Crestani is the high prophet of lifestyle design, and that's really how I've created my business. And it's not just me who's created a business doing this. I've created a pretty substantial income. Here's some results of my own, but it's really not about my results. This is because, you know, let's face it, you could say, look at my results and say, oh, I was just in the right place at the right time, or maybe it's just luck, or maybe it's just, you know, whatever, you know, skill or whatnot. But it's not just my results. This has worked for numerous students of mine. A number of my students have even created a 7-figure income just like me. This is Tyler Ellison, and he made over $1 million this last year, $1.4 million last year, applying my methods. And he just said, you know, he has a quote here, "Hey John, just thought I'd show you your training has enabled me to do." And he said, "I can't thank you enough. Just let me know if there's ever anything I can do in return." And he's a Mormon pastor. He lives in Utah with his, I don't know, he has seven or 8 children now. I'm not sure if that's number 7 or number 8. But, you know, multiple people have created a 7-figure business doing this. This is Brian Pfeiffer. He said, look, you know, you're one of my mentors. And he said, I just thought I'd let you know my company cracked 7 figures last year. Another 7 figures, you know, another student of mine has cracked 7 figures. This is Ronnie Sandlin and his partner, Sabrina. They've made over 7 figures last year. This is one of their months, just 1 month right here from April to May. They made $139,000. And here's Jordan, another student of mine that's cracked 7 figures. So what I'm about to show you works, and I encourage you to take this seriously. It's not just my success that this has happened for. Many people have been able to create this same business for themselves to the tune of 7 figures. And many more have been able to do this and create 6-figure businesses or create side incomes for themselves of 5 figures, you know. So this works. It's working now, and it can change your life if you take this seriously. So I really encourage you, pay attention, close out your tabs, turn off your cell phone or whatever, you know, turn off all those notifications, you know, flip it over, and you know, be ready to take some notes. So when I started, just to give you a little, you know, a little bit about myself and how this is different, I was in your place years ago. I spent years trying to do other make money online programs, and it always seemed that something was missing, or it was too complicated, or it required skills that I didn't have, or it required too much time that would cause me to, you know, have to quit my job. And, you know, my job was my steady income. So you know, it seemed too risky, you know, if it took too much time. I don't know how many other people have felt the same way. Also, this model is proven. This is used by a lot of small marketers to some of the largest marketers. I'm by no means the largest marketer in this space, even though I'm earning millions of dollars a year, by no means one of the largest. And also, this requires very little effort. This can get you started earning a side income immediately, and this can also become a full-time, you know, your full-time, quote-unquote, career, and you don't have to work very long doing this. And this has enabled me to travel and live that life that I, you know, kind of alluded to. And stick with me to the end. I spoke with Ron, and he said that I could offer you guys some special bonuses. If you guys stick with me to the end, I'm going to throw you guys free marketing course and guaranteed entry into a top affiliate program. And I'll make an offer for a few people to actually work with me. We're growing my company. We're growing my team right now. So at the very end, I'll make an offer for a few people to work directly with me as a mentor. Now, who this webinar is for, first off, if you are, you know, if you're in the 9-to-5 grind, if you're working for somebody else and you don't see any path out, and you're looking, you know, you're looking forward to working years or decades even more for the man, and you want to find a way out, this is a great way. This is a great method. Okay, this is also for entrepreneurs who are looking to earn a big income online, something that can replace their income, not just be, sure, it can be a side income, and we've had many students make thousands extra a month just as a side income, but this can become a very substantial income that you know, I'm making 7 figures, and I showed you other students of mine who are making 7 figures a year. It can enable you to live a life that, you know, you can only dream of, invest in properties or do whatever you want. And also this is for marketers who are looking to add another stream of income. Maybe you already have a business and you're just looking to add something on the side, you know, another source of income. And just a few house rules, guys. You know, this is interactive, so take part, be active. And also this is not get rich easy. This, you know, this takes work, like any good, honest work, like any good, honest business. You know, it only works if you do. So don't expect just to watch things and for it to work. You're going to have to take action and put in the effort to make stuff happen. So I want to make that clear. Now, to set some ground rules, look, everything I'm about to go over does not require email lists, okay? Doesn't require all these complicated programs. It doesn't require you to have your own product. It doesn't require you to hop on calls with clients or, you know, do any sort of sales or any of that, okay? And also this doesn't require any customer support. You know, all this, you know, drop shipping and Amazon and whatnot, they make it sound easier than it is, but it still requires customer support and staff. And this doesn't require any staff, any employees, any customer support. So this has been, you know, this is the easiest way to get started online. Now a little bit about myself. I know Ron gave me, thank you so much for that introduction. Who I am, I'm originally from Los Angeles. I was born in St. John's Hospital out here, and I live in Malibu. So I live up in the hills in Malibu, and I've grown my marketing business. We have a little. We just bought our property up there. We have some horse stables. We're getting some goats soon. We have, you know, I like having animals. I like being out in nature, and I like spending time with my family and in nature. And I like gardening, you know, and traveling. That's what I do. And I've grown my marketing business from nothing to doing almost $500,000 per month in less than 4 years' time. Okay. And how I got started, I don't know, how many people here have read The 4-Hour Workweek? How many people here have read The 4-Hour Workweek? I got started because I read this book years ago. I read this book years ago, and what this showed me was that there's an alternative path to the typical path that the world prescribes you. You know, the world prescribes you, you know, get deep in debt, get a college education, get a master's program, work for somebody else for 40 years and live frugally, and then retire and live frugally for another 20 years until you die. And the 4-Hour Workweek showed me, no, you can have your cake now and you can eat it. You can eat it now too. And you can be rich now and you can be rich later. But what I ended up with, ironically enough, was I was chasing that dream, and it took me 4 years of failure and working myself to the bone in a cubicle like this one. Oh, this was my cubicle right here. You know, for a corporation, before I actually found something that worked, that wasn't, you know, too technical, that didn't require too much time, so I could do it on the side and get started, and that didn't require a massive upfront investment for me to get started with. And how I had my breakthrough, this is how I had my breakthrough, is there was a secret marketing mastermind. It was actually called The Secret Society. It was run by this author named Neil Strauss, who's another best-selling author. He wrote a book called The Game, and he had a secret group of marketers that he met with every year at the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood. And all of these people paid $100,000 to be a part of this very elite group of people who followed this author. You can only imagine, for people who can afford $100,000 for a mastermind, you've got to be pretty successful. And I snuck in. I snuck into this mastermind because I knew I might find, you know, some very smart people there who could give me some direction and kind of reveal the path you know, without any agenda. And I met this guy. His name's Kelly Felix, and he wrote. He's a very famous internet marketer who's done the same thing that I wanted to do, and he earned tens of millions of dollars. And I asked him, Kelly, what should I do? And he told me, what he told me was what I'm going to reveal to you in this training. The first year I started implementing the system that he showed me and that I'm about to show you in just a little bit here is this. These are my tax returns. The first year I implemented it, it made me $388,000. Okay, this is a tax return. I blurred out my Social Security, obviously. The second year I implemented it, I continued working, and this is again my tax return. I made over $933,000. Keep in mind, I was only earning about $6,000 a month at my job. So I quit my job. I went from $72,000 a year, you know, and just grew. At this point of making $933,000 in a year, it was go time for me. I could do anything I wanted. You make that sort of money, you know, it changes your life. And you know, I just basically traveled the world. I spent my time. The money kept coming in month after month. You know, I'd rent supercars and race, you know, just whenever I wanted to, and you know, go racing with my friends. I flew around the world to meet with people. I went bungee jumping in New Zealand. I traveled to 50 countries, met my wife, spent time with my family, flew out to Morocco. I fly all my friends out to Morocco. I love going places. I love bringing friends with me. I've since learned not to have so many moochy friends. I've loved skiing. We went to Switzerland, skied Italy, Switzerland, all Canada, all over the world, visited pyramids in Egypt, all sorts of stuff. And I was actually featured in Forbes. So, you know, this was the article I alluded to, you know, and Forbes wrote an article on me because I met, you know, one of their journalists met me somewhere, was how a 28-year-old got fired, then built a $500,000 a month business traveling the world. And what happened was I had never thought about teaching this to people, but I started getting inundated, completely inundated with messages of people asking, hey, would you mentor me? Hey, can you show me what you do? Hey, John, like, and for me, you know, I was living my life, spending my time living my life, but it kept becoming such a recurring theme that I decided, look, the world is asking something here. It's not just a few individuals who are bugging me. The world needs this. And I decided to say, okay, you know, I believe in fate. And I said, okay, I'll teach a few people. And that's why I'm here today. And I'm going to teach a few of you. A few of you will hopefully take this and turn this into something that you can actually change your lives with and live out, you know, really truly create your dream. Okay? Because in my business, I don't mind teaching this stuff. In my business, I've tapped into what I call recurring revenue. Okay? Every month, I don't do less than $100,000 in revenue. And at this point, my life is pretty good. So I really enjoy seeing other people become successful at this point, and it's really exciting. And by no means am I the biggest in this. You know, this is an article in The Atlantic showing this guy named Jesse Wilms has done over $100 million in revenue. Okay. There's another guy, Robert Grin. We're going to Burning Man together. He's worth, it's estimated $180 million. And he had this quote, when you start applying this business model, he said, quote, it's like striking gold. You almost panic. And that's the truth. I literally have suffered panic attacks. My highest income days, you know, when I started making $35,000 profit in a single day, and I actually had a panic attack. I don't know why, but I couldn't function for a couple days. It just didn't seem real. And Craig Clemens, this guy's featured in a what is it, an A&E show called Lucky Bastards. He just bought a $15 million house. So you can scale this as high as you want, as high as you want. You're not limited by a boss telling you how much you're supposed to make. Now, what I'm going to show you today in this training is you're going to see a live demonstration of this method in action. Okay, I'm going to show you the 3-step system that I put together that eliminates risk and instability in my affiliate marketing business. Okay, and I'm going to show you the 7 biggest mistakes that small-time affiliates who don't make money, what they do, and how to avoid those. And at the end, I'll make an offer for a few people to work directly with me in making this happen. Now, again, this can be done from anywhere. So if you're looking to do something that doesn't require you to be any place, you can do this from anywhere. It doesn't require any technical skills, not anymore. I'll show you why. It only takes a few hours a week, so you can do this on the side. This can become a great side income. You don't need a lot of money to get started. And no matter where you're from, I saw we had some people from other countries, Trinidad, England. You can do this no matter what country you're from. It has zero effect where you're from, as long as you have access to the internet. And what I think is most important is, we were trained to look at income as the ultimate barometer of success. But what I believe is the ultimate barometer of success, I won't go into this, but it's actually freedom. Okay, it's not about how much money you make, it's what quality of life that you are able to live. And this can allow you to live a life of freedom. And I think that's the most important. Okay. And this has worked for many, many students. This is Luis. He's been able to cut out of the rat race. He was working for a healthcare company, making, $4,000 a month. Got out, started making tens of thousands of dollars profit. He made more than he did in a year in a month. Okay. Here's a 15-year-old. This is actually really funny. I always find this guy funny. I'm going to bring him up. This is a 15-year-old who applied the method, and he was able to make his first commissions in his first day. He was so excited to kind of put everything in action. Here, let me bring him up. His name's James McLaughlin. Let's see if this video will play.
My name is James McLaughlin, and I'm coming from John Crestani's Internet Jet Set. I wanted to say that it works. I'm 15, and within one day I've made my first commission.
So, pretty gnarly. So young. He still had his braces on. I think that's hilarious. So, here's Tomomi. She's been able to make it work, and hundreds of others all across the world. Okay, so here's the simple steps to create a massive 7-figure internet marketing business. And again, this is without any product, without any email list, without any clients, and without any employees or customer support. So first off, what you have to understand is the fastest way to reach people online is paid advertising. And it's actually not as expensive as you think. I'll talk about that a little later. But paid advertising allows you to instantly reach people, so you don't have to spend years and years or months and months of building credibility or having to do something that's illegal or unethical to actually reach people. Okay? Like hacking. And this is how I became an internet millionaire. So first, I'm going to do a little bit of a live demonstration of the method. I'm just going to flip to my other screen over here. Give me 1 second. And here we go. So here I am in what I call this is my affiliate tracking platform. This is where I get my links and I track all my clicks. And what you'll see here, this is my affiliate link. Okay. So what we're dealing with here is links. And let me just copy this to the clipboard. And I'm going to go over to my ad network. So I put my links on an ad network to get people to go to my sites to buy my product. and I'm just going to click here on campaign boost, and what I'm advertising is a weight loss product. Okay, and I'm just going to set this live. As you see, I'm bidding 3 to 9 cents, and I put $500 into this. Okay, and I'm just going to set this live, and we'll get back to this after the training. So we'll get back to this in like 30, 40 minutes after the training, and we'll go over and we'll see the results that have come from this campaign. This is how easy it is. Okay, you're dealing with links and you're dealing with ad networks. Now, here are the 3 things you need to have a 7-figure business. And this is all that takes to make me like one of the top affiliates in the world. Now, the 3 steps to what I call a no product funnel. It's very simple. Step 1 is Facebook ads. Step 2 is you want to use a pre-sale page, and I call these your little internet salespeople. Okay, and step 3 is the offer. It's the product you are selling people. Now, Facebook ads, it's where you get people's attention and you get the click. Okay, so this is the easiest way to reach people online, and it's one of the most cost-effective and cheapest ways to get started. The second step is a pre-sale page. And a pre-sale page is, I'll show you an example right here. A pre-sale page might be, it's where you agitate the problem, you focus their attention, and you transition people from a social mindset to a buyer's mindset. So here's an example of a pre-sale page. Okay, massive bed bug epidemic hits United States, right? So if I'm selling bed bug products, which actually are really big sellers, I've made over $10,000 in a single day marketing bed bug products randomly enough. This agitates people's problems and gets them interested in doing the click. So in the olden days, people used to, if I was born 100 years ago, I'd be knocking on doors and talking to people, and that would be how I do sales. If I was born, if I was doing sales 20 years ago, I might be picking up the telephone. Maybe some of you still are picking up the telephone to reach people, to talk to them, and give them your sales pitch to buy your product. Well, nowadays, what's great is we just use these little pre-sale pages to market our products for us, and we don't have to talk to anybody. And this is our salesperson. This is what convinces people to buy the product. Okay? And then the third step is sending them to an offer, sending them to a product that pays you commissions. And these should preferably be big. These offers should convert to a big, broad, and cold audience. And what that means is a lot of people should be interested in buying it. So in the case of bed bug products, a lot of people buy bed bug eradication kits, for instance, but I'm using as our example skincare, because people have been buying skin creams and skincare products for thousands of years, literally thousands of years. Nothing has changed. People continue to want to make their skin look more beautiful, shinier, more youthful, better. And this is a product, an affiliate product that pays $40 commission for every sale you make from Christy Brinkley. She's some older actress, I believe. And the 3 critical rules to success here, and these are pretty important or else it won't work out. So key 1 is videos. Videos are one of the keys to getting high engagement. And I think I'm running a little long on time, but I don't know if you guys would be interested. I could actually show you one of the sites that I use to find videos from, that I use to get videos. So if you guys want to see, I know I'm running a little long on time here, but if you'd like me to just move on and get to the rest of the keys, let me know. Or if you'd like to see where I get my videos from, just type in yes, type in yes. So, okay, I'm getting some yes. Oh, I'm getting one sourpuss saying move on. Okay, it's mostly yes. So let's do it. So let me bring this up. So I use a site called Pond5. Okay, write this down, Pond5. And guys, name a niche. Name a niche that I should find videos for to advertise on Facebook. Okay, what sort of products? Fishing products. Okay, real estate. Cool. Cool. Awesome. So first off, let's look at the typical way that people would sell real estate training online. People might use an image like this in Google. They say, oh, buy our real estate training, okay? And this would be an image that shows up in your news feed. Now, let's see if we can find something here. Now imagine if instead of a static image like this, you showed people something interesting like this. An actual moving, a video that shows you exactly, what's going on, or shows you something more engaging than just a simple static image. Okay? The answer is you'd get way more engagement than just a simple, if you showed somebody something like this to make them want to buy real estate or whatever you're doing, if you're a realtor, this will get way more engagement than if you are simply just trying to use a static image. If you're a realtor in your local area, or whatever you're selling online, this would get way more engagement. So this always works. It always gets more engagement than an image. And it's one of the keys. It's also a key to making Facebook love you, because Facebook wants engagement. Okay? So this makes everything cheaper and better. The second key is high click-through rates on your pre-sale page. Now, if you're a salesperson, you want a salesperson that gets to that gets people moving along to the pitch as fast as, as effectively as possible. Now, in most organizations, you go with the best pitch. People have tried many sales pitches. Let's say somebody's selling an anti-aging product. There's many ways people try to sell anti-aging products, but there's one way that's more effective than others. And for your little pre-sale page, which I call your internet salesperson, you want to use the most effective salesperson possible, right? And you don't want to have to guess what to put up there. So what you want is you want to use the best converting pre-sale page that is proven to get people moving along to the product, to buying the product as effectively as possible. Okay? So high click-through rates. And the third key is you want to promote products that are proven that convert like crazy. Certain products are going to sell better than others. It's just the fact. And you go to Amazon and they say, there's 1 million skincare products. Some sell better than others. Why? Why do some sell better than others? Frankly, I don't know, because I just look at the indicator of what sells more than others. This Christy Brinkley skincare product converts like crazy, so we sell a lot of it. Okay, you want to go with products that are selling like crazy, that are proven. Now, if this is so simple, why isn't everyone doing this? Okay. And this goes into the 7 mistakes that separate small-time affiliates from super affiliates. Now, this is where you want to take notes. Mistake number 7 is not advertising internationally. People mess this up a lot. Most affiliates don't advertise internationally because maybe they believe that people don't speak English outside of the US, or maybe they believe there's going to be legal problems advertising outside of the US, or maybe there's, accounting problems, or maybe it's just not even possible. I think people just frankly don't know. the fact of the matter is English is spoken all over the world at this point. You know, I noticed we had somebody from Trinidad and Tobago, but there's tons of countries all over the place that speak English, and there's more people outside the US and Canada that speak English than there are inside. You have all these countries, 40-some million people in Germany speak English, 20 million people in France speak English, Nigeria, Pakistan, India, Philippines. India has billions of people, Australia, etc. All these places around the world speak English, so they're great markets actually. And usually the most educated people in these international countries speak English, so you're actually getting the richest people if you advertise in English to other countries. Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, Costa Rica, Panama, etc. It goes all across the board. People speak English, and it's very easy and extremely cheap to advertise internationally. Here's a weight loss ad campaign of mine that I launched in this was in South America, and I got this is a real screenshot. My average cost per click was, this is a rounding error, it was less than a penny. Less than a penny. I'm getting people to view my sales pitch. Less than a penny. So, and I made a great ROI on that. So it's very easy, and it's very, you don't have to spend much money at all to reach people internationally. It's very easy to get started with a very small budget. You just have to know the system. The sixth biggest mistake I see people not using is not using free ad network credits. And this is especially great if you want to get started doing sales online. People think, you know, some people try methods of doing, you know, reaching people for free that take months or years to get started. Now, the great thing about paid advertising is not only do you reach people immediately, but you can get started for free. And I'm going to show you how. Now, first of all, look at this. Basically, everybody's heard of Facebook, but what you don't realize is that there are a lot of other ad networks with a lot of people that, there are a lot of other websites other than Facebook that sell ads, and they're looking for customers. Now, YouTube will give you $100 free ad credits when you spend $25. Now, everybody here has got to have $25 to spend to get $100. And the great thing about this is if you know the system to turn $25 into $50, you'll just mint money. And they're not, keep in mind also, these guys aren't good Samaritans. It's not like Google's doing this just to give away free money. They're doing this because they know that if they know that they have a great audience, and if you can reach their audience, and you make profit on this $100, you'll keep giving them. If you spend $100 and you make $200, they know you'll spend more money with them, and you'll give them $100 bills all day long, so you can make your extra $100 profit in your sales. Now, how many people would like to see a way to get free advertising without even spending anything? So guys, type in free money. Type in free money if you guys would like to show. I need to see at least 100 people saying free money if you would like me to show you some ways of actually getting free ad credits without even spending any dollar. You know, you have to spend $25 here. I'm going to show you how you can get free money to get started without anything. Okay? I need to see some more free monies. I see a couple free oh, okay. I think there was a bit of a lag. Yeah. Okay, it's streaming now. Awesome, awesome. LinkedIn. LinkedIn will give you $50 in free ad credits. And notice they have a disclaimer here. They say, please note this offer is only valid for new advertisers, limit one per customer, right? They can't do this all day long. There are ways you can actually get more. I'm not going to go into those right now, but they'll give you $50 free to reach people on LinkedIn. Big website. Amazon will give you free money to get started selling products on Amazon. Amazon is full of buyers. People go on Amazon to buy products all day, every single day. I think it's one of the largest companies in the world. And you can get started on there and you can reach buyers for free. And if you know the system to turn this $50 in free ad credits to $100, you just started a business and you just rinse and repeat. Yelp will give you $300 in free ad credits to get started with their ads. Unbelievable. It's unfreaking believable. It's crazy. So you can get started with Yelp. You have hundreds of dollars that you can use to start a business. And also, guys, none of these companies are stupid here. They're not just being nice. They're looking for people who know the system that can turn this free ad credits into more money, because what they want you to get an ROI because they want you to spend more money with them. So people don't know about this, but it's a great way to get started. The fifth biggest mistake is creating your own pre-sale pages. So I showed you an example of a pre-sale page, but I didn't create that. The reason why you shouldn't create pre-sale pages or these internet websites is it takes time, it takes creativity, and it requires technical skills. Okay, and if you're creating your own pre-sale page, you might not get a high click-through rate. So you don't want to create your own pre-sale pages. It's just extra work. Okay, but this is what's selling, and this is an important piece of the puzzle. This is what's selling people. This is what gets people buying. The fourth biggest mistake I see people making is doing any programming whatsoever. And this I know some people here who have IT or engineering backgrounds might find this a little bit controversial. But the reason I have good reasons why I don't believe programming or even knowing programming is a help. First off, it complicates things. It slows you down. It's hard to learn. It's non-efficient use of time. You may make mistakes. You know, if you ask me to program anything, and this is part of the reason why it took me a while to get started, because I thought, there's some of the systems out there require you to know programming. If you ask me to do programming or even copy paste something, I will literally break the internet. I have no idea, how to do any programming. You put a period in the wrong place and it's just the whole internet breaks. And what's great is that there are tools that do everything for you now. There are tools that do everything for you now, which has made so that you can focus your time on selling products online rather than spending your time trying to figure out any technical stuff. So you got to make sure you're using the right tools to get started so that you focus on sales. Okay, and let me just make sure there we go. And the third biggest mistake I see people making is not using a swipe file. So a swipe file is for your ads. Now I said we'll be placing little ads online, right? Because this is about advertising. You have to reach people to get people to click on your Facebook ad or whatever it is. And what I do is I use what's called a swipe file. And this is a file of ads that are already proven to work. Okay, now here are ads in what's called the BizOp niche. And these are ads, these are images that are proven to work. Pictures of money, pictures of successful babes. Why not use what works and what's proven when, why do any guesswork? So I never create my own ads. I never create my own pre-sale pages. What I'm doing is I'm copying and pasting images that are already proven to work, and I'm mixing and matching headlines. That's it. Okay. Now I think you guys are starting to see why I don't work very much. Using a swipe file makes launching ads a breeze. You just mix and match headlines and images to find a winning combination, and it saves you time and hours from doing your own research. And what I've done is, whatever niche you guys are marketing, you want to create a swipe file for that. I just use, a document. The second biggest mistake I see people making is, this is a huge one. This is the second biggest mistake for a serious reason, is because people are not building recurring revenue. Okay? The fact is, in marketing, some ads will work better than others. And all you need is one ad that works, and you've created years worth of income, or a year worth of income or whatever. I worked 3 months last year, and then I took the rest of the year off because I created I created my 6-figure-a-month income stream. Now, recurring revenue gives you that consistency that allows you to live a life of freedom, so you don't have to worry about anything. And for me especially, this is especially important because I'm prone to, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but I'm prone to having, panic attacks, and they really suck. I get, I'll get, if my income is inconsistent, if I don't know where my next paycheck is going to be, which was how it was when I first started as an entrepreneur. I'd have some big months and I'd make tons of money, and then the next month I'd make almost nothing. And that really freaked me out until I said, I can't deal with this. I need to build in recurring revenue. Because I didn't like those high swings. I told you I made $35,000 in a day, and a couple months later, I was making $0 a day. Sure, I made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that month, the month where I was doing $35,000 a day. But I didn't like those wild swings, and I don't think it's healthy, frankly, if you have a family that depends on your income. So build recurring revenue. Even if you make a little bit less in the short term, the recurring revenue will sustain your life, and there are affiliate programs that will pay you based on the lifetime value of the customer. So that's very important, to be part of an affiliate program that pays you monthly recurring commissions. Okay, monthly recurring commissions or lifetime commissions on the customer. So always look out for programs that pay you monthly rather than programs that simply pay you a one-time bounty. Okay, real big key. Real big. Now, mistake number one, or the biggest mistake, is not targeting the right audience. Everything starts with how you target the people. Okay, there's millions of people online. Most people don't buy anything from ads. Most people. It's the fact. Most people don't buy stuff from ads, but some people do. Okay. Most people don't buy things online. Well, actually, I think that's changed, but you want to target the people who buy the most online. And what people did in the past, how I started in this industry, was it was all guesswork. Do I, maybe if I'm selling dog products, maybe I'll, target on Facebook people who said they're interested in dogs. Or maybe I'll target a category, like dog lovers. Or maybe I'll target an age. Maybe it's women, single women 30 to 50 years old like dogs, And all of that was what I call guesswork. It's a big question mark. You have no idea. You have no repeatable system, and it's just guesswork. And I don't do my business on guesswork. So I created, and this is what exploded my business and has caused other students of mine to become insanely successful. This method alone, I'll bring up an image actually of in a little bit. Somebody messaged me. They said just this one trick. They paid my first group of students paid a huge amount of money. And one of my students went through just the first 3 videos of my program, and just to see what this trick was, and that allowed him to make $30,000 to $40,000 a day in, you know, as a marketer. He's based in Georgia, the country. You know, he barely speaks English. Just using this method, he was able to target the right people. And this is something that Facebook still allows even to this day. It's called lookalike audiences. Okay, it's called lookalike audiences. And what Facebook allows you to do is, if you have a list of email addresses of people who have bought a product, you know, have bought a particular product, like that Christy Brinkley skincare product, or for instance, you know, the bed bug product, you know, people who have bought, you know, let's say I have the email addresses of people who have bought this bed bug product, and you upload it to Facebook. Facebook will use their artificial intelligence matching algorithms. They have a database of billions of people all over the world, and they'll look at all of the things that people have similar, all of the interests. They'll look for people who look exactly like those people who already bought the bed bug product. And they will say, you know, figure out what they have in common, and they'll only show your ads to people who are the most likely to buy your product. And this is incredibly powerful because Facebook has the best artificial intelligence on the planet. And this is the reason why they're so successful. And you can let Facebook's artificial intelligence algorithms target your ads for you, as long as you have a list of people who have already bought the product. Now the question is, how do you get a list of people who have already bought a particular product you're trying to sell? And this has been a secret that I kept to myself for a very long time. And this secret is like literally purely responsible for making me a millionaire. And I'm going to reveal this secret right now. It's actually very simple, okay? And it's not hard. And I'm going to show you the template. You can, if you have a screenshot recorder or whatnot, you can take a picture of the screen. But the secret is actually simpler than you think. It's not complicated, but, and you can apply this right now. All I did was I messaged people who had, I messaged the owners of affiliate programs. I messaged people who had products that they had an affiliate program for. This bedbug product, for instance, they would give me $35 every time I sold the product. I got in touch with the owner of this product and I said, hey, can you send me an email list of 1,000 to 2,000 people who have bought your products? Bought your product. I said, I'm not gonna try to email them or whatever. I'm just gonna upload it to Facebook so I can send you more customers. And that's what I did. And I've done that in almost a dozen different niches online, and I've been highly successful doing that. So in summary, before we get back to, we're going to check on the live demonstration and see the results in a second here, but I'll summarize everything for you in case you missed any parts. But in summary, paid advertising is the way to make a big income online. You can reach people instantly. It's not as expensive as you think. It's actually very easy to get started, and you can use free money to get there. You want to target big niches. Big niches is where all the money is. To use an old not proverb, whatever, you know, allegory is, do you want to sell shoes? Do you want to be a shoe seller on an island where everybody has shoes, or do you want to be a shoe seller on an island where nobody wears any shoes? I always pick, and I always have picked as a marketer, the island where everybody has shoes. Because if people are already buying shoes, they'll probably buy another pair. For the men in here, look at your wife's closet, okay? Just because your wife has a pair of shoes Does that mean she'll never buy another pair of shoes again? You know, so, you know, people, you know, you want to sell shoes to people who are already buying shoes. So getting big results, target big niches, and getting big results is no different than small results on the internet. You can target a small niche, you can target big niche. Secret number 1 is good pre-sale pages are a key competitive advantage of super affiliates. Having, you know, it's like having a good salesperson working for your company. You want the best salesperson. Secret number 2 is creating video ads are very easy, and they work much better than images. They outperform images every single time. Why not get a competitive advantage there? And having buyer data is the king to targeting. Now, the advantages, how to build in these advantages into your business. 1, have a system that requires 0 programming to set up. Second big advantage you can build into your affiliate marketing business. Find great converting offers. Use offers that are proven to work. Don't guess. Don't say, oh, this looks like a cool product, I want to sell this. That's hogwash. You want to start with what's selling, okay? Advantage number 3 is have high engagement ads that work. Don't guess. Again, nothing should be guesswork. These ads work. These ads work. Copy them. Nobody's saying you can't copy them. It's like a sales pitch. Nobody has a copyright to these ads. Use the best sales pitch every single time. Advantage number 4 is having high converting pre-sale pages. Again, you know, I said this before, but you want the best converting salesperson working for your company, bar none. Your pre-sale page is your salesperson. And advantage number 5 is having buyer data to do 0 guesswork targeting. So get that buyer data, because how you target your people, you don't want to target the masses of people that don't buy products and hate ads and, you know, will never buy anything online. You want to target the people who are going to buy. And this gives you a huge, huge advantage. So is this making sense for everyone? Before I get back to the demonstration where we'll see how much money we made, does this make sense? Or is anybody lost? Is this going over everybody's head? Is this, you know, is this causing anybody's brains to explode? If you're slightly confused, by the way, or if it is a little over your head, keep in mind confusion is actually the first part of growth. So if growing requires you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, it requires you to grow to the next level, to become something that you've never become before, or do something you've never done before. It requires you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, so it's fine if you're a little bit confused. Okay, no worries. Cool. Everybody seems to be on the same page. So here we are back on my ad network. This is Rev Content. It's not my ad network, but the ad network I'm advertising on. This is kind of a hidden ad network I don't talk about much, but I'm just using it for this. And what we see is we spent $182. Now that in and of itself doesn't really mean anything. It just means, okay, our ads are being shown and money is flying out of my, you know, or I'm getting some credit card points, so to speak, right? That's what I look at it. I'm not spending money, I'm getting credit card points. So my ads are showing. And let's go to my affiliate tracking platform, and this is where I measure. I don't know if you guys can see the numbers on the screen and whatnot, but this is where I measure where I see if I got any sales. And what we see here is that $182 got me roughly 10,000. It got me 10,481 people visited my internet salesperson. Okay, that pre-sale page. 277 people. Remember how I said you want high click-through rates? Out of those 10,000 people who visited my salesperson, 277 people actually clicked on the product and said, yes, internet salesperson, show me the product you have to offer, and maybe I'll buy it. So that seems like a pretty low number, right? Only 2.5% of people actually clicked through. But 10% of people bought, because this product converts like crazy. I'm selling a weight loss product called Garcinia. And 9% of the people bought. So 25 people bought the product I had for sale. And that netted me, each sale is about $39 in commissions I make. So I made about $964 in the span of, I don't know, what was it? Like 40 minutes. And once you deduct my ad expenses, I made, you know, something like $800, $700. So that's the system in action. You're just getting people to visit your site, you're getting people to click on your internet salesperson, and you're sending them to a product that is built to sell, you know, be sold. Now, my question for you is, how would you guys like me, for those of you who are interested in getting started and getting the best possible way to get started, I've shown you everything here. How would you like me to just simply give you everything that works? Okay, how would you like me to just simply give you the data, give you the ads, give you everything? Now, I want to add a disclaimer here. I'm not a teacher by trade. I'm a marketer, but I am looking to work with a few people. I'm trying to grow my business, and I'm looking to work with a few people, and this is an extremely limited offer. This is for Ron's audience, and also this is not for everyone. Not everyone will either have the time or the willingness to commit to this. And there are a few conditions, okay? So these are the conditions if you want to work with me and if you want me to literally give you everything that works, okay? And you have to agree to these. This is extremely important. First off, you must work with one of the 2 affiliate programs I recommend. Okay, you must work with one of the 2 affiliate programs I recommend. What we are doing here is you're going to be working with me. Okay, you're either going to you're going to be part of my team, and I'll make a small, you know, there's a full disclaimer. I'm going to make a small commission on anything you sell working with these affiliate programs. But this gives us an opportunity to work together. Again, so I'm vested in your success. This is very different than if you've done any other training programs. The second thing here is I'm going to give you the buyer data, the ads, and the pre-sale pages that will sell. They will sell any product you want in this niche. But you must use this system ethically, meaning work with the 2 affiliate programs I recommend. There's a lot of bad products out there. You can use this system to sell anything, but you must use the system ethically. There's a lot of, you will be lured by promises of very high commissions to promote products that are unethical, that have bad billing practices, or that have low quality, you know, low grade products. Don't take them. This is for people who want to build a business selling good products to good people. And also, you must apply the system. I'm not looking for people to go through, you know, there's a training component. I'll be working with you, and I'm not looking to work with students who are not out to apply the system. I have limited time as well. I have limited patience. So I'm looking for people who are going to be go-getters and actually take action here. Okay. Now, what this is called is I call this the Super Affiliate System 2.0, because the Super Affiliate System, the people who worked with me in the Super Affiliate System, that was the first time I took on students, and you saw the results the last time I took on students. We have quite a number of people who have made millions of dollars. We have other people who've made hundreds of thousands. You saw the results from the first group of students I brought on, and this is the second group, just to tie everything back to those success stories there. Now, what you'll get is, first off, you're going to get all of the data, everything I use to build the campaign, everything you need to sell products online. You're going to get the buyer data to use for targeting for these 2 affiliate networks. You're going to get, so literally just upload the, you're going to get the ads that you copy and paste. You're going to get the pre-sale pages that are built to sell. And you're going to get the top converting offers that are proven to sell time and time again. So all this combined, basically, it will be just like this. I will show you how to tie everything together, but you'll get the data, and as you see, you just copy and paste the data, and I show you how to do this. Okay? You get the ads. I'm going to give you the ads, just like I showed you. I'm going to give you my swipe file of my my proven high engagement ads. You'll just take the images that work, you take the headlines that work, and you slap them on the ad networks. And I'm going to give you the pre-sale pages that work. You'll be able to just upload them to your website, and these are pages that are proven to move people. Once you get the click from Facebook, you'll be able to get them to go and buy your product. And you're going to be working with ClickBank as well as one other. I reveal the second affiliate network that I recommend inside my program. And this second affiliate network that I recommend actually will give you, they'll give you recurring lifetime commissions, which is really good. And that's been one of my secrets to success. You're also going to get a complete, so you're getting everything you need that works to launch profitable ad campaigns online. Now, the second part of this is I'm going to give you a training on how to tie everything together, okay? You're going to get everything, so there's going to be no guesswork on how everything works. I'm going to show you how to upload the data. I'm going to show you how to put the ads up, what settings to use. I'm going to show you how to use these pre-sale pages, these little internet salespeople, and where to put the link for the affiliate offer. I'll show you how to tie everything together. It's not as complicated as, it's really not that complicated. But once you know how to tie everything together, you're off and you're set in business. And I'll not only show you how to do this on Facebook ads, but I'm going to show you how to do this on AdWords, or what's Google. Sorry, that AdWords is Google. I'll show you how to do this on Google ads. I'll show you how to do this on YouTube ads. I'll show you how to do this on native ads like the Ad Network Rev content I just showed you, and many, many more. And you'll have over 15 hours of over-my-shoulder training just like this, where I'm showing you literally where to click, where to drag, where to drop, everything you need to just implement everything so you have zero problems getting started. And just to show you guys, what I'm doing is still working. I showed you a number of my students that are making millions of dollars right now. This is what I'm spending on ads to get an ROI. I spent $149,000 last month. Okay, that's business services right there. So what I'm doing is still happening. And again, the third thing here is you're also getting an invaluable chance to be working with somebody as a part of their team, as a part of my business, and I'm vested in your success to grow your business. So I'm continually updating this program every single week. I'll be on calls with you, sort of like now, except there's less training and it's more you share your screen with me. You'll be on the call every week. Friday, 3 p.m. will be our first live session together. So I'd write that down if this is something you're interested in taking action on. Is Friday at 3 p.m. I go over your campaigns every single week. I really highly encourage people to be on these sessions. I make the replays available for people who have, work or, they still have, day job, etc. But this is your time to share your screen with me and also just get any answers or any things that are holding you back from the mouth of the horse, because I understand video training is great. Video training is great. It allows you to do education on your own terms, but I want to be there live with you to answer anything you need every single week. So you guys get me hours of my time every Friday. You'll have a community. One of the hardest things to start when I got started was I would go home from work every day and I'd just be banging my head against the wall sometimes because I had no one to turn to. I didn't even know there were other people trying to do what I did. I didn't know them personally. You know, I just read about them in books. Well, you'll get access to a community that of other affiliate marketers. You'll be able to message, interact, create friendships, even create joint ventures with. You know, if you want, you know, somebody, you're like, somebody can launch the ads, and you know, I'll find the, you know, I'll do this, or you know, I'll find the images, you find the headlines, whatever. Okay. Now you'll be replicating everything I do. And you know, you can do that and become very successful, and many of my students had. You can even take creativity. Many of you might have certain things, you know, new takes to bring on things. Some of my students have become more successful than I have, surprisingly enough. You know, so the sky is the limit. I mean, I'm lazy, and as I said, some of my students, they've made way more money than me, which is kind of, you know, I used to get hung up about when your students are surpassing, you know, whatever, their guru or their math, whatever. But, you know, I was like, I should be doing that. But at the end of the day, you can take this wherever you want to. Now, to create this system, frankly, it cost me, it cost me much more than any college education ever cost, okay? I had to hire a full-time developer to do things in the beginning. I spent tens and tens of thousands of dollars at high-end masterminds, you know, trying to connect with people and learn kind of the insider knowledge to make this stuff happen. I've attended conferences. I've attended a lot of, you know, networking events and workshops to really make this happen. And I spent a lot of money on ads to actually figure out what works. And I did a lot of this all alone. And just the opportunity cost of whatever, not knowing what you're doing wrong was a horrible thing. I never had a community. So it easily cost me over $100,000 to create this system, which is a cost of a college education, kind of. Now, in figuring out what the value of this is, basically, if we added up the value of everything kind of piece by piece, just the training course would be worth $10,000. You know, the buyer data, it's, you know, $12,000. You know, I had somebody else figure out what the price of all this would be. I think the buyer data is way more valuable. But the proven ad swipes, that's very hard to get. Pre-sale pages cost thousands of dollars, and referrals into affiliate networks, those are not for sale. It's more about who you know. You have to know people to get it. You have to know who the top affiliate networks are, and you have to know people that can get you into them. And live trainings with me. When people ask me to do consulting, I rarely ever do consulting for companies, but when I do, I charge $1,000 an hour. Okay, so, you know, 2 hours a week of my time, it's easily worth $8,000 per month. Now, you won't be paying this, and this price on the screen is what all of the first group of students of the super affiliate system paid. And you can look it up online because their success has been documented and it's unprecedented. They all paid $5,000 to be members of my first group of students. And it was a very rigorous application process that I had. You know, I interviewed each person personally to see if they would be a good fit, and this was the price to actually work with me. But I thought that was unreasonable. Now, if you were to just purchase my trainings, if you just wanted to get access to my trainings any day other than today, you'd be paying the price on the screen. Okay, so any day other than today that you want to go through my training system, and if this isn't for you, and you know, next week you decide, hey, actually I think this is going to be a really smart use of my time, or you know, whatnot, this is the price you'd be paying. Now, for people who are friends of Ron's, I'm actually shaving $1,000 off the price. And for those who are interested in getting started and working with me, in this system, in this business, and creating campaigns that are profitable and becoming a successful affiliate marketer and creating a side income or making a business out of this, I'm going to drop the price today to $9.97 to people who are live and who are action takers and who meet the 3 conditions. Now, I'm only taking a limited number of people. If you want to join, if you want to be a part, and if you can agree to those 3 conditions, then go to johncristani.com/Ron. I'm going to throw the link. I'm going to throw the link on the screen or in the chat right now. But if you are interested in being a part of this group, then go over there. And let me just throw the link in the chat right now so you guys can get it.
Hey, let me just say, John, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, all the money you spent on those campaigns and all the money you've made off of it, you're actually giving them the entire campaigns. That's bananas. I've never seen anybody do that before. You're giving them the ads, the pre-sale pages, the ad targeting, all that stuff is just like, just grab it, plug and play, and you're coaching them on how to do it. How could you do that? I mean, that sounds so, I mean, it's a great deal for them, but how do you don't worry about the competition or anything?
Dude, I'm not worried about the competition because e-commerce, the number of people coming online that are buying products, it continues to go up. And frankly, it's, you know, there's people making hundreds of millions of dollars doing this. There's so much, there's literally trillions of dollars out there up for grabs. And I actually have a very special offer for your audience. I have a few extra things I'm going to add on here. And I've already seen some people ask about payment plans, and I'm just going to address those things real quick. But then let's, I want to chat about some of the. We should go over some of the questions in a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer. You guys don't look at the horse in the mouth. If you're looking to for an easy way to make some income, John has already done all the work for you. He's shown you that it works. He showed you a live demonstration of it. I mean, it's people out there making a killing, and John's one of the top affiliates that I know personally, and probably one of the top ones in the world. And he's just giving you what's working, giving you his entire campaigns to use. So it's, you know, if there's a system that you can do that's easier than this, I don't know what it is. It's just like, here it is, just plug in and start making it work. So this, you know, you deserve, you owe it to yourself to give this a chance. It's just as simple as doing what he's showing you, and it flat out works. It's something I do myself, something I need to do more of, and I'm going to get this offer as well because I know how long it takes to find winning campaigns, how much split testing you have to do, how many different ad variations, how many different ads you got to run, different interests you have to target, but he's done the work for you and he's just giving it to you. So that is an astonishing deal. So you definitely want to jump on this. You can't get this outside of this presentation, outside of this webinar. This is a private offer that he was kind enough to do for my folks. So I appreciate that, John. I appreciate this offer. This is a great deal.
Yeah. I'm pretty, you told me about your audience, and I'm pretty excited to work with, those who are interested in making this, their business, or their side income at least. Now, I saw somebody ask about a payment plan, and first off, please understand, I'm looking for people who have had a measure of success in their life. The first students, I've made you an incredible offer. Now, I'm looking for people who have both had a measure of success in their life, that are willing but are interested in getting freedom, a business that creates freedom for themselves and taking things to the next level. And we're going to be all in and committed to making this work. Now, so I don't offer payment plans. But we do, if you choose PayPal, if you live in the US or Canada, you can choose PayPal credit at checkout, and you will not have to make any payments on this and incur no interest charges for 6 months. So that should give you enough time to get started. And what it will look like is when you go to the checkout page, Okay. And let me just show you guys so there's no confusion. When you go to the checkout page, what you'll do is you'll select PayPal right here. Okay, see that? You select PayPal. And the discount is available. As I said, the discount will be available for only a number of hours until Ron shuts it down. And once you click PayPal, you'll be taken to the PayPal screen, and you select PayPal credit, and you click yes, and it'll ask you to enter in some information, whatever, agree to some terms, and that's how you get PayPal credit. So you don't have to incur any pay, so you don't have to pay it off today. You'll literally have 6 months to pay it off, put the system into use, start making money, and move forward. Okay. Now, I'm going to throw on just to show you guys, just to put my best foot forward here. We have a fully guaranteed refund policy. If for whatever reason you say, "Oh man, just." Because I know nobody will take this, because what I'm delivering to you is exactly what I've talked about, is exactly what you're going to be getting. You're going to get everything you need to become a successful online marketer. But for whatever reason, just to show you guys that this is totally going to make sense for you and give you zero risk. There's zero risk to making this happen if you have the desire. So basically what you're getting the Super Affiliate System program, you're getting the ready to launch campaigns, data, ads, pre-sale pages, you're getting 100% money back guarantee. In total, this is $30,000 worth of value. And you guys have seen my success. You guys have seen multiple millionaires that have been created through this system. You've seen countless other people that have made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and even more people who have made 5 figures applying these methods as a side income. And you can get started right now for $9.97. And for the first people who take action, I actually want to get to know some of you. So for the first people who sign up or who have signed up, I'd like to get on a phone call with you and actually just get to know you, because I'm building, as I said, a larger company, and I want to know the most crazy action takers. In addition to that, I'm going to throw in I'm giving you guys pre-built campaigns in the BizOp niche. I'm actually going to throw in pre-built campaigns in the health niches and additional campaigns you can do. I'm going to give you guys a 40-hour free traffic course. And the best thing is, for those of you who sign up now, and again, this is the reason why everything here, this offer for Ron's audience is limited, is because I've made arrangements with many of the major ad networks to give you free ad credits. So by joining my program, you're going to get $895 in free ad credits with Microsoft Bing, Google AdWords, YouTube ads, Yahoo ads. You'll be able to advertise for free on Amazon. You'll be able to advertise for free on Apple. Okay, Apple has their own ads. You'll be able to advertise for free on Yelp. And there's this thing called remarketing, which you'll be able to get $100 in free ad credits. It's a little more advanced. But you're going to get almost $900 in free advertising by signing up today. So there is literally zero risk in getting started. If you were looking for a way, for a time, for a better place, for a better business to get started and get out of your rut, this is it. This is it. Okay? And this offer will not be made again. So you're getting all of this to get started today. So I see some questions coming in, and I'll get to the questions in just a second. First First, I'm gonna play two brief videos just to show you who this is for. This is from one of my students, just so you can hear from one of my students in his own words who this is actually meant for.
So who do you think this training, super affiliate system, who do you think this program is made for?
So I would say this program is made for people who are, I mean, I guess two kinds of people. The kind of people that are motivated, they've really got big dreams and they really got, freedom on their mind. They want time freedom and money freedom, and they want to move towards that. Those kind of people, and they realize that their current path is not going to produce that result. And secondly, I find it's people who are disenfranchised with their job and they're fed up and they know they don't want to continue with the job or the corporate rat race and so on and so forth, and they're looking for alternatives. This is the perfect gateway. It's the perfect vehicle to get out of the rat race.
So that's Kent. He's from Eugene, Oregon. He's made millions with affiliate marketing and is a student of mine. So been highly successful. People as young as 17. This is Joseph Laughlin he's from somewhere around Bakersfield, California. And I also want to make clear, guys, again, at the end of the day, this is not about money. Okay, this is not about money. This is about freedom. And what I really like about this is one of my students who's made 6 figures, Carlos Valiente. He went from working a 9-to-5 and he made $26,000 in a single month. And I forget what he's earning in his 9-to-5, like something like $3,000 a month. He's working for an education company, and he was able to reconnect with his college sweetheart. After college, they had moved to different areas, okay, to start their careers. And he was able to quit his job to work for himself, running as an affiliate marketer. And he decided he wanted to reconnect with his long-lost love. It was one of his things that was nagging on him. He said, I don't want to live my life in regret, so I need to reconnect with this, beautiful girl over here. And he did. They ended up falling back in love, and he started traveling the world together with her. She quit her job because he said, I'm making enough money, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the world together. And that's what they started doing. And that's kind of exciting. And those missed opportunities, that freedom of life to be with whomever you want, be wherever you want, is what it's about. And if this job, if becoming an affiliate marketer can even get you, if there's an even 1% chance of being able to change your entire life today and start living however you truly want, isn't this worth it? Isn't this worth it? Okay, so the system works. I could cite I could cite students of mine who have become so successful for ages. This is John Walton. He was living in his car trying to make things happen. He owns a trailer park. He's from Eugene, Oregon, or somewhere rural Oregon outside of Eugene. But he's become highly successful. He made $155,000 in his first 5 months applying the system. This is Ronnie Sandlin. I showed you him earlier. We've become friends. We flew in on a private jet to Burning Man together. We go to festivals. He travels the world. These are all real people. Notice I use all their real names. And you can look them up online because this works. And what you need to understand is everything starts with belief. Everything starts with belief. This is possible, okay? You need dedication, you need commitment, you need to be focused, and you need belief. You need belief. And with focus and hard work, you can make this happen. So if you guys want to get started, again, we'll get into questions in a second here. But again, remember, sometimes it is the smallest decision that can change your life forever. This is an inflection point. For those of you who are ready, who can make this happen, and who want to take their life into their own hands, regain control, possibly change things in a crazy way that'll forever change your reality, let's do this. Let's do this. Links on the screen. Links on the screen. Guys, throw in your questions. Throw in your questions right now, and I'll start going over any questions. Make sure your microphone's working, because we're gonna go over any things that you guys have questions about. We're gonna go over. Okay. Updates are weekly. First live session is this Friday. Few things are the only additional things you will have to spend money on are, you will need a website. Okay, you will need a website. You know, or you'll need your own domain, and we can get you started with your own domain. $3 a month. Okay, $3 a month. It's not expensive. That is an additional cost, but it's very cheap. Okay, $3 a month to have your own domain name. There are a few other things I recommend in my course. They're optional. You will get a free session with one of our coaches. If you want to speak to one of our coaches, you know, and I do recommend, there's a software called ClickFunnels, which I really like, but none of these things are required except having a domain, which is $3 a month. Okay, but I do recommend a few other things that I believe are helpful, and as I'm sure you can understand, there are tools that will help. Awesome. What are the times for the, okay, let me bring on Richard Reed. Richard Reed. Richard Reed. Rich? Is your microphone working? Can't hear him. Okay, Richard asks, what are the times for the training? Oh, this is your question. What are the times for the training in a, yeah, turn on your mic. But Richard asks, what are the times for the training if we're in a different time zone? You know, I would encourage you to do time zone conversion. I don't know. It's 3 p.m. PST, so that's 6 p.m. in Eastern time. You know, but you can use a, you know, you can use a time zone converter. Rich? Oh, Rich, I think your mic's kind of messed up. Lynn Lee. Lynn, is your microphone working? No? Okay, let's go. More questions, more questions. I see some of them going in. Let's see. We have a number of questions here. Sorry, I'm having to scroll around the chat. How much time will this take per week? It will take about 3 to 5 hours per week. Okay, 3 to 5 hours per week is what this will take. Everything is self-paced, so all of this you can do on your own. All the training is released at once. Okay, all the training is released at once. Jason Roman. Jason? Jason? Can you hear me? Nobody's mic is working. Jason, you're unmuted, so you could try speaking. I'm not sure if the mic's working though. So what is covered in the training is week 1 is goal setting. Sorry, not goal. It's the complete setup. It's setting up your affiliate network. I do talk about goal setting. I believe mindset is pretty important. I talk about site setup, pre-sale page setup, and Facebook ads. So in the first week, you'll have everything set up so that you can have your ads live and everything functioning. Okay, I want to get everybody off to a quick start, and so that's why Oh, your mic's work. So I want to get everybody started the first week. Again, I want you making money as fast as possible. That's my goal too. So first week, you should get up and started. Second week, what we go over is, I call it soft skills. We go over research. So the way I figure out whether ads are working, the way I've figured out how to choose my offers, how to choose my niches, and also networking with other affiliates, asking questions, getting insider information can sometimes be valuable. And I go over all of this stuff in week 2. In week 3, we get into what I call hard skills. Hard skills means more, there's more meat to them, such as copywriting. And let me bring up my course just to show you guys what's going on here. And I bring in a guest speaker that's a student of mine, Ronnie Sandlin. So here's the course. Everything, all of the materials are listed in the right. See, here's your data. Here's your ads, here's your pre-sale pages, here's your affiliate networks, and I put the promotions over here. So we have all the promotions over here, and I have them all listed out, and I have the links that you can claim them at. I go over all the affiliate networks there. We have the pre-sale pages that you can drag and drop. We have the ad swipes. We have everything you need. Oh, sorry, my screen isn't showing. So here we are in the course right now. Now on the left side is the training. The left side is the training. We have week 1, we have week 2, we have week 3, which is copywriting, which is very important. It's how to turn words into money, how to optimize ads. So what this means is if you launch 3 different ads, if you're testing out 3 different videos or 3 different images, one of them is going to work better than another. So how do you determine which one works better than the other? And I show you how to do that. I'll show you in week 4, I go over advanced Facebook marketing. Okay, so it's purely about the ad networks. And I also go over Google ads because Facebook and Google are the king and queen of how to reach people online. And I have my Google Home just activated because I talked about Google. Okay, Google, off.
Sorry, power control does not get supported.
Facebook, I have one of my students help me out with teach Facebook ads. Then I go over YouTube ads and native ads, which are kind of news ads in week 5. And then I go over how to outsource everything or how to grow a company using media buyers. If you're looking to turn this into an operation, you can actually hire people locally. And even put them through my program and just pay them a few bucks or pay them on commission only. And I give you my structure of how I did that so that you can grow your company locally, just selling products online if that's something that you even want to do. It doesn't give you as much freedom, but you can grow much bigger. That's how people have grown bigger than me. They've created actual companies, around this stuff. And then you get the targeting. I showed you get all the targeting data. I show you how to do everything. So that's the program. Okay, that's the program. John Smith, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the accident you had. How much? Okay, Dave John, good question. Dave John?
Sorry, no mic.
Hey, where are you calling from and what do you currently do for a living? You can talk, Dave. Yeah, you have a mic. And I see it. You look great.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Can you hear me?
So where are you calling from and what do you do for a living?
I'm calling from Vancouver, Canada, and I have a online educational business.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
And that's so you're a full-time entrepreneur.
Yeah, I guess you could say so. Yeah, it's I have one partner. We do it together.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Now, what is your question?
Well, I was asking him, what do you suggest we should start for a budget for Facebook ads?
Sure. So I suggest $1,000 to have for advertising. Now on Facebook, there are no ad coupons, so you'll obviously need to have all of that money cash for Facebook. For other ad networks, obviously I've given about $900 of advertising free. You can, and to get that, I would suggest an extra $100 to spend on ads if you use the other ad networks. But that being said, the way I suggest you launch campaigns is when you launch a campaign, never spend more than $100 on a single campaign, unless you're getting, without change it, if you need to make tweaks. So some people will say, oh, run a lot of, spend a lot of money on advertising. I say spend no more than $100 to figure if something has potential, and either cut it and change up everything entirely, or move on. And that's what I kind of spend a lot of time going over with people on our weekly campaign sessions. Kind of the flow of the campaign, the weekly campaign sessions is I have other people share their screen with me, and what we do is we look at, people will say, oh, is this a good click-through rate, or am I doing things right? These are the sorts of questions that I get, and we go over it and we say, yep, 5% is a good click-through rate. And I go over this in the video training, but some people like to just take action and get some live feedback every week, and that's it. They're off to the races.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Any other questions? Or does that answer it?
Yeah, that's good. Appreciate it. Thanks, John.
No worries. Have a good one. Joseph Smith. Wow, we have an esteemed member of the church here. Joseph. Hey, where are you calling from, and what do you currently do for a living?
Currently in the Philippines.
There's a lot of background noise. Are those sprinklers?
No, let's see if I can turn something down.
Oh, we can hear you. Can you speak a little? Can you try to turn down the background noise and speak a little closer to the mic?
Oh, sure.
Are those sprinklers?
No. I turned off had a fan running.
Oh, it's a fan. Yeah, you can turn off the fan real quick. So
okay, I just turned this off just now.
Another computer.
Is it better now?
So, hey, can you speak a little closer to the mic?
Yes, my mic is very close.
Okay. And speak a little bit louder. You're kind of hard to hear. So where are you calling from, and what do you currently do for a living?
Currently, I'm in the Philippines, but I'm from New York.
Louder? Speak a lot louder.
Yes, I'm speaking very loudly now. I'm not
Okay.
sure what can you hear me now?
A little bit. There's still a lot of fan noise. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm currently in the Philippines, but I'm from U.S.
Okay.
And have my own company that I've been doing a couple things. One is have a digital product that I'm actually trying to launch in a little bit.
Cool.
But I have an invention company which I come up with different products and then try to promote them online as well.
Okay. And what is your question?
Okay, the question was, you had mentioned that you track your sales or profits through volume, and I was wondering, do you need any particular tracking software, or do you just need the take your own website? How would you have to track it?
So for those of you who didn't hear, the question is, do I need some tracking software to get started? I do suggest, to get started, when you start I don't suggest you use tracking software, actually. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to simply look in your ad network and see how many clicks you're getting, and look in ClickFunnels or your affiliate network and see how many people are actually clicking onto your offer page. So you don't need tracking software to do this initially. You're looking at 3 numbers, okay? People clicking on your ads, people clicking on your website, and people buying the product, okay? So there's 3 numbers. So you don't need tracking software to do that. It's just very straightforward. That being said, once you're set up, I do recommend tracking software. Once you are profitable, once you are making money, I highly recommend people reinvest some of those profits into getting the volume tracking software, which is, I'll show people it, but I don't get into that. You know, this will help increase your profits, but it's not a place to start again. So I don't recommend this right away. Okay. Hope that makes sense. There are a lot of tools that can help you and that people market to people starting out, but I literally want to get people earning their first commissions and get profitable, earning some money as a side income before saying that you should get all of this other crazy software, if that makes sense. Let's start out, and then we can put more money into your business. Jason Roman asks, is list building and email marketing covered? Okay, so is list building and email marketing covered? I don't talk much about list building and email marketing because I don't really do much list building or email marketing. I personally think that, those complicate things, especially when you're getting started. I do have an email list nowadays because a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people follow me, and I want a way to get in contact with them. But for my affiliate marketing activities, I don't use any lists. I don't do any email marketing. So I don't think it's necessary to do that. And frankly, to do email marketing, you need to know all these other extra things. It gets really complicated. You need to know about mail servers. You need to know about what time of day to mail people. You need to know how to write emails. You need to know how to frequency of sending. You have to pay for additional software programs. You need to know how to clean and scrub and filter people on your lists. It adds an entirely other element to marketing. And a common reason why people learn about email marketing is because they're looking for a way to build an asset to build a way to reach people on a consistent basis, to create a recurring income stream for themselves. Okay, because when you have an email list, you can email people every day as long as you offer them value over time, and that can lead to more money over time. I found my way of building recurring revenue is simply promoting affiliate programs that give me recurring revenue. So I don't need to mess around with extra software programs. I'm just making sure I find affiliate programs that give me monthly recurring revenue. And that's been able to solve that problem for me. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see that. Richard Reed. Okay, John Smith. Richard Reed, let's bring you on. Richard, it looks like you're self-muted, actually.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you? Where are you calling from? And what do you do for a living?
Hey, John, nice to speak to you. I'm actually from Scotland, but I'm living in Namibia in Southwest Africa.
Scotland. That's awesome. I would try to do a Sean Connery accent right now, but I would horribly butcher it and do do my entire American nation a disservice and any James Bond.
Yeah.
I love
Cool. You must practice a bit. No, I just wanted to ask, my question was regarding time zones. You mentioned you do live training. What sort of time do you normally do it? Because I'm about 6 to 8 hours in front of you guys.
3 p.m. PST in Portland. 11 p.m. Okay. It's 11
no, that's not too bad. But I mean, do you record the live trainings, or what do you normally do?
So the replays are always going to be, the replays are going to be available every week. They'll be available that Monday. Okay, so you'll be able to just go in and here, let me show you. So in the main training area, you go down and it should say watch webinar replays. And you'll go down here and you'll be able to see the replays every week. And the replays, some of them can go on for hours, many hours. Usually we do at least 2 hours of training. Or not of training, it's literally just working, we'll go on your screen. Like I will go, if you have a question which requires me to go on your screen, I'll go on your screen, and if necessary, I'll even write an ad or copy and paste stuff for you just to show you what's going on. And a lot of people really, it's kind of funny because a lot of people say this is the first time they've ever been on live with an actual marketing teacher like myself. And people get so surprised, and then they get even more surprised when I unmute them, which is funny. They're like, I've never been. And then they get even more surprised when I give me control of your computer. And they're like, what? Yeah. Okay. Everybody always gives me control of their computer. I mean, I could do anything, but like, but that's what we do. And it's fun. And, at the end of the day,
no, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not very often you get the opportunity to interact with the people on the other end of the screen. So I think it's a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very important. And part of my program, I also, for those of you people who want like increased interaction, I also, there's, as I said, there's coaches available, and there's also events. We do like quarterly events. So for those people who are looking for, the events are all out here in like the U.S. and Vegas, so it's probably kind of far for you. But I've really tried to take things to the next level, and I personally think that all education is going to be replaced in the future by info products, coaching, and like quarterly live events for any business. I think people getting their MBAs and stuff is going to be a thing of the past. And so I actually believe everyone here is an early adopter because you're taking education or learning into your own hands. And it's a big change that's, it's going to rock the world in the next 10, 20 years. Everything's going to change.
No, I agree with you there. Yeah, I think it's a huge mindset change. I mean, to give you a bit of my background, I've been in the oil industry for the past 12 years as an engineer. So I've been, working in a high income career, making lots of money, lots of time off. But I've quit that to become a entrepreneur and online marketer, making absolutely no money at all. So I'm going through the process of chasing the silver coin and not making much progress. So I really need something that I can focus in on, and my long-term goal is to help other people. So
yeah, no, that totally makes sense. And I've seen, one of the trends that I've seen is my most successful students have come from marketing, engineering, and IT backgrounds. It's really interesting.
Okay.
I look for trends in my most successful students, and the most successful people have come from those backgrounds. And that's not to say people from other backgrounds haven't become successful applying my system. But some people learn a lot and then they'll decide they don't want to work. They want to talk to clients. Some people actually want to, have a few clients that respect them, that honor them, that, they're into, like, for some people that's really cool. They want to be an authority, and they want to, and for each person there's a path. I truly believe. And, some people will learn stuff from my program and then say, I'm going to take these marketing skills and use it to become start a digital consulting agency. Everybody has their own optimal path, but the people who have ended their journey the most of the time, I've seen engineering, IT, marketing. This is it.
Okay.
So this business model.
No, that's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And let me see what else. Okay, I'm going to go on to some other questions. But are there any other questions you have, or yeah?
No, not really. I'm just going to look over everything again. I'm very interested in the whole product that you've got there. So
no worries.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely affiliate marketing is something that I've got involved in just the last couple of months, really. So it's I haven't really done it structured. I've just been grabbing hold of YouTube videos and free courses and this and that, which it's helpful to a certain extent, but it doesn't really focus you down and get you moving forward. So
yeah, no, that's kind of, I did a lot of that when I got started, actually, Richard. What the problem? It's funny because in the past, the problem was there wasn't enough information about how to be an entrepreneur. There wasn't, you could learn how to work a job, but there wasn't information on how to be an entrepreneur. And I think what happened over the last few years is you have almost too much information available freely on the internet that teaches you how to be an entrepreneur. And what I've noticed is, and this happened to me too, is it's very easy if you're just kind of taking bits and pieces from all these different people and you're kind of trying to Frankenstein, a business together. You're kind of like, oh, e-commerce sounds interesting, email marketing sounds interesting, etc. That's all great. Everybody's in different phases generally of creating a business, and people want to test the waters to see what model is going to make the most sense for them. But really, the problem is it is very easy to get overwhelmed if you're taking bits and pieces from everywhere, as opposed to following one defined path from beginning to end. And that I've found, like I showed my formula. Some people try to like replace steps here and there, and I say, don't get inventive, don't get innovative. This is not, we're not trying to be inventors here. We're not trying to be geniuses here. We're literally just we're doing the same. We're just copying the formula. We're copying the sales pitch. If a salesperson starts working for a company, he should use the best sales pitch. He shouldn't try to create his own sales pitch on the telephone or on the, when he's talking to people. He should just use the best working thing. And so many people, that's why I really want people who are dedicated, into this. That's why it wasn't just kind of like banter. It's like real, because people understand, people need to trust me and trust the process and go through the system and apply things rather than try to let their own egos and their own, I don't know why people try to get innovative, but I think it's out of a sense of like, there's some ego fulfillment there, but I'll get in I could get on weird philosophy.
Yeah, well, I know from a engineering background, when you do maintenance on something, you use a proven systems, so you don't try and start repairing stuff a way that's not been done before. You do it like you're told to do it, and it works. So
that's a good example. You don't jerry rig if you don't have 20 years of experience under your belt. You don't jerry rig things together and go off, go outside of the book.
Yeah, no, it's exactly true. Yeah. Okay, then. Well, I'll let you get on, but thanks for your chat. Yeah.
Great speaking with you, Rich. Let's move on. So, any other questions? Okay, I'm seeing. Sorry, let me just bring back the questions here. Add money to start. Yes, I suggest you have, as I said, I suggest $1,000, but really all you need is $100 because I'm giving you $900 in free ad credit. Tupua, let me see. Tupuo. Where are you calling from, Tupo, and what do you currently do for a living?
Oh.
Tupo? You can talk. Tupo.
Yes, Tupo. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Hey, where are you calling from, and what do you currently do for a living?
I work as a unloader at the Walmart distribution center. I'm from Tennessee.
Cool. And what's your question?
I was just asking if there's any additional costs after joining your program.
Did I go over that sufficiently?
Yeah, I believe you did just now.
And I also saw you said, how soon can you quit your job?
Yes.
You can quit it whenever you want. As the short. Sorry, not to be a smart ass, but
no, sorry.
You know what? I really wanted to. One of the things I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but let's just put it this way: it doesn't really pay the bills.
Yeah.
and my wife doesn't think I'm very funny, so it's one of the things I do in my free time. Okay, let me answer any other questions?
No, I believe that's it.
Cool. Crispin Thomas, you're up. Crispin.
Hi.
How's it going? Where are you calling from? And what are you currently doing?
I'm from Trinidad, Caribbean.
Trinidad, what's up, man? That is awesome. Let's look up this.
Yeah, but it's actually raining right now, so it's not that great at the moment.
Really? Here, I'm gonna bring it up. We're gonna look at Trinidad right here. Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh, this looks beautiful. You're in paradise, man.
Yeah, well.
What are these women dressed at? Oh my gosh. What is going on, dude?
This is not daily life in Trinidad, believe me.
Oh my gosh, dude! It looks like a non-stop party down.
Yeah, that happens for Carnival 2 days for the year, so
Okay. Okay, it looks like fun though. I'm going to Trinidad, guys. Do you see this? He's living in paradise. What is your question?
Yeah, so I was asking, what is a typical conversion ratio for a sales page using your technique that you described?
10%, 5 to 10% is good. It depends on the offer, but 5 to 10% is good for an offer. Oh, sorry, that's for an offer. A typical conversion rate on a typical click-through rate on Facebook for people landing on your sales page. You're talking about?
Yeah, correct.
Generally, from Facebook, it's about 15 to 25%. Okay, so 15 to 25%. So that's a good indicator of things are working out. Now, things that people do wrong, I go into some of the specific things in the course, but sometimes Facebook's added in these little features where they try to make people advertise on Instagram too. Instagram doesn't get you the same click-through rate.
Yeah. Right.
So, but all these advertising companies, they try to make it, they try to add in little things to drain more of your money. And as marketers, because that's that's how we're building our side income. Technically, we're considered marketers. As marketers, we have to know what settings to use on these ad platforms, and we have to, obviously targeting people. I'm showing you every advantage it takes. I'm giving you the targeting so you can target just the buyers. Then I'm showing you, and this is inside the course, showing you the settings to put in so that you're going to have the best, easiest way to advertise to people. Dude, Trinidad looks, I'm going to have to book a vacation over there, man. This place looks unbelievable. Dude, I mean, the women out there look crazy. My wife might not like it, but so any other questions?
No, I'm cool.
Cool. Awesome. Let's go on to other questions. Other questions. No problems, Joseph, about the signal. That's fine. So guys, I'm going to leave you with this last bit. It's basically, so the attendee bonuses are, I'm showing, there's a link on the screen. You want to screenshot it or you want to copy that down. I'll give you a few seconds to screenshot that to get the link for the attendee bonuses, which is on the screen, to get the free marketing course, which we talked about. And I want to leave you with this little side note is, in life, you can be, I say there are three types of people in life, and you could be somebody who sits back and watches it happen. And I think many people are trained to do this. Our system of education comes from the Prussians, and our system of education was built for an industrialized society. It was built to teach us to follow in one defined path, to not think for ourselves, to do factory work, essentially, to do industrial work, sitting in, that's why we sit in neat little rows of desks, and memorization is the most important thing. So many of us have been trained to just not think for ourselves and subsequently watch TV or watch whatever and let life happen to them and work for the bosses who are obviously making all the money. Then there are people who, feel, whiny or, pity on themselves, and they say, they wonder what happened. They think they missed their chance, and they think all of the great opportunities have passed them by. And then there are people who go out there and they take life by the balls or whatever, and they make things happen, and they make life happen. Life is subject to their will. And you can do that, but you can only do that if you realize that you have to take life into your own hands. And I'm giving you a chance to do that right here. So I'll finish with this one final quote. You can take the blue pill. This is from the Matrix, and I think it's very apt. And you can take the blue pill, which is disbelief. And the story will end, and you'll wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. Or you can take the red pill, and you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. And what the pill is, the red pill is belief. The red pill is understanding that I'm not the only person doing this. I'm a messenger here, talking about a business model and a way to do things that many other people do and are doing and have become successful doing. And as long as you believe and you understand that this is possible, and you start surrounding yourself with people like myself, like Ron, etc., you can make this happen yourself. You can make life whatever you want to make it. You can live on your own terms. So if you're ready for it, here's an outline of everything you're getting. Again, you're getting the course, you're getting these pre-built campaigns, you're getting weekly live trainings with me, going over everything with you. I'm a real person. I'm here, I have a big beard, and I've created a lot of success, and you have zero risk to get started. Literally no risk. Don't even have to pay for ads. It's your time's now. And if you want to get started, this is your last opportunity to take advantage of this offer. And after tonight, this won't be available. So looking forward to all of those who already signed up and who are going to be a part of this group of students and going to be on this journey with me and the rest of us. Very excited. I look forward to being your teacher and helping you change your life. And I will talk to you guys this Friday. Cool. Speak with you guys soon. Love spending time with you guys, and see you guys soon. Let's make this happen. Have a good rest of the day.
Thanks a lot, John. That was an amazing presentation. You could tell John really cares and really goes the extra mile because he spent all that time, answering your questions and talking with you one-on-one. And if you haven't done the math and figured it out yet, you're going to get $900 worth of free advertising credits, which when you apply those advertising credits, to these campaigns, many of them doing 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1 type results, you're going to make a lot more from that $900, when you apply this. So you really have nothing to lose, and it's a 30-day guarantee. So I can't give this a high enough recommendation. This is a no-brainer. You're learning the system from one of the top affiliates in the world, and it's rare that we get someone on like John, but you definitely want to jump in on this. JohnCrestani.com/Ron. So we're going to end it here. What you want to do now is, if you're in, congratulations. If not, jot down that link as you see it there on the screen, and you should have it later on. And definitely you want to jump into this. If not, I'm sure you got something great from this. Tell John how much this presentation meant to you, how good it was, what you think of it. Let's end it like that in the comments. Just let him know you appreciated his time today.
Cool.
All right. Ed saying,
awesome.
Wow, a lot of good comments. All right, John, I won't hold you up any longer. Thanks a lot for coming on and spending the time with us, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
No doubt. No doubt. Exciting spending time with all you guys. Looking forward to working with all of you who have taken advantage of this, and see everybody this Friday. Have a good one. See you.